I hope this works this time, actually. I was really struck by the congruence of some things as I returned back home. I've been traveling a little bit and I picked up this book called The Daily Drucker. Peter Drucker is, as I've probably, if you've watched any of my stuff, you know he's been a huge influence in my life and the way I think and the way I help explain things and so forth. And so as I reach out to stand on a shoulder of giants and provide my granddaughter, if she happens to ever watch this, and anybody else, of course, watching, some tutelage about decision making and where to plant your energy and your roots and how to make decisions about cultures and places to work. I call him Mr. Drucker, and there's a great book, Daily Drucker. Please pick up a copy if you want to know anything about Peter. And the very first day, January 1st, obviously this is not January 1st, but the very first thing Peter talks about is integrity and leadership. I have always told people if you got a bad boss, you got a bad job. Uh, Peter talks about it more eloquently, and there's a little bit of a paragraph here. But the action point is evaluate the character of the CEO and top management when considering a job offer. Align yourself with people who have integrity. Who wouldn't tell their grandkid this sort of thing? I can't imagine. And so as I sat down to again to build out this program and to provide any sort of evergreen content to my granddaughter, my grandkids, my family members, or of course anybody else watching, I go right to him. And ironically, it's day one in his 365 days of Drucker. Drucker also said that the bottleneck starts at the top of the bottle. I like his metaphor better than if you got a bad boss, you got a bad job, but they're the same thing. The other thing Drucker talks about is culture eats strategy for breakfast, and you've probably heard me say this before. It's Drucker quote, I plagiarize like a demon. So again, these are all lessons I would share with anybody who cares to listen, hopefully again, my grandkids. And as I turned on my friend Rich Baum reminded me about March Madness starting the other day. And today's the first day of the main event, and I flipped on the TV and I saw Coach Jay Wright on the screen. And Jay built a program based on culture at Villanova that is iconic at this point. Mark Few at Gonzaga has done an amazing job. They've probably been in more Final Fours, as it were, but Jay's figured out how to win them. Culture eats strategy for breakfast. No diss to Mr. Coach Few, he's fabulous. But Jay has whatever, this X factor that has been able to get them over the top. And I'm going to share some Jay notes with you in the notes of this video. But one more time, um, find places that you feel match your own integrity. And they're easy to find and listen for. If you're a leader, gosh, I mean, be that person whom you want to work for. Build a cultural around you, build a cultural around you that is a winning culture. Um, if you're shopping around, again, my granddaughter, you, whomever, find winning cultures. Got a bad boss, you got a bad job. The bottleneck always starts at the top. So that's it. Very quick. Um, you'll see this evolve in the tournament. I heard another stat where Steve Alford is now the coach at University of Nevada. If they win today, he'll be in his uh, seventh, fifth different team as an NCAA coach. He somehow has figured out culture. It's not just X's and O's. I promise you that. In fact, Jay said something to the effect of a college coach is different. He has to both find the players and then build a program around those players. It's not just a general manager picking players for you and you coach them. You have to find them, find people who you know will fit together, and then build a program around them. So culture matters. Everybody take all these lessons as you will, and please stand on the shoulder of giants and find people like Mr. Drucker and others in your life. Last quote I'll leave you with is if you're looking for new ideas, read old books. The shoulders of giants are very real. Don't be afraid of plagiarizing ideas if they're good ideas. Stay safe, everybody. Please, my family, if you hear this, I'd be honored. Thank you. Stay safe.